Yeah, what's up? It's a Triple B Base Boxing Basement. Please subscribe, like, and blah blah blah. Donate if you want. Yeah. So yeah, I mean obviously I'm still grieving my dog. I miss him. I miss him. But I thought I gotta keep going for the fans. I gotta keep going for the fans like Ricky Hatton. And anyway, so I seen this thing, right? Big John Fisher, so the dad, the huge gluttonous pig, the hog of a dad, is going on a world tour. Huh? What the hell? On a world tour. He's going to Australia, places like that, LA. What's he going to do, man? What is he going to say on his world tour? Yeah. Even his son, his bum of a son, Johnny Fisher, is doing a video. Oh, how all the Chinese when Big John's not here. Well, it's like everyone. You just ring the number. Hello, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Oh, I want 3 Kung Pao prawns. I want 6 lemon balls. Blah, 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 blah. Now, I just want to make it straight. I want to make it known. I'm not a hater of the Fisher family, I'm actually a fan. I like the way that they stick together, I mean, it's a shame that Johnny Fisher is a bum, a huge chinny bum with a history degree from Exeter, who used to be in the rugby club. And probably they do some sick stuff in the rugby club. They eat each other's sick, piss in each other's mouth. Yeah, I told you a rugby guy told me that he's seen a guy eat a Freddo. You know what a Freddo is? It's a little chocolate bar that is shaped like a frog, right? And he had it out of the number 8, the second row's batty hole, because it's fun. So, you can't have respect for that. But what the fuck a world tour about, man? What are you going to give a world tour about? You're going to go around telling people how to order a Chinese takeaway that costs $500. We know how to order a Chinese takeaway. We can do it online. We can do it on Just Eat. We can ring them up. We don't need some fat, gluttonous, pink pig, some huge hog to tell us how to order a Chinese. Yeah? And he claims he's on a diet now. He keeps on posting a few pictures, right? He's still like 40 stone. But he puts these pictures up. Oh, well, here we go. It's a salad with a bit of mackerel. But you actually think that's all he's eating that night? Come on, man. Yeah? What's his diet look like? Let's be real. His diet is like 15 chow mains, 20 Kung Pao prawn balls, 10 sweet and sour porks, 10 prawn and bean sprout noodles, and 100 prawn crackers, washed down with 6 liters of Diet Coke. That's right, Diet Coke. Because he's one of these fat idiots that thinks, well, it's all right if I eat all this Chinese as long as I have Diet Coke because it's got no calories in it. Fat pig, And that lot is just his starter. I don't get it. Why do people find this amusing that you can have a world tour just, to turn up with these huge breastises hanging, with these thick ankles, he looked like a huge gammon steak or some kind of giant ham hock, right? On top of 2 of the biggest, pinkest, uncooked sausages you've ever seen in your life. That's what he looks like, man. And that ain't a good look, man. I'm not bigging myself up, but, I don't look like a huge, giant ham hock on 2 uncooked, enormous pork sausages, do I? Anyways, he blocked me, the fat bastard. Yeah. He blocked me, so I can't even see what he's doing on Instagram. Like, he blocked me for what? For saying he's fat. He blocked me for saying he's fat, which is his only card. No, he's got 2 cards. Chinese and being a fat bastard. Right? I'm trying to help this greedy bastard. Yeah, this gluttonous hog live beyond 50 years old. I'm his friend. I'm giving him solid, decent, healthy advice. And that starts like this. Stop being so damn greedy, you disgusting pig. Yeah, that's reasonable advice. That's what a friend says to a friend. It's like, look, blood, you're not going to live beyond 50, you fat, gluttonous hog. Yeah? So maybe you shouldn't be so greedy. Anyway, right? So this is a picture of my dinner tonight, right? Now, this dinner's Chinese, right? Egg fried lice or whatever, right? Egg fried lice, and it's from Iceland. It costs £2, $2.50 or £2 or something like that, man. I'm sure it's gonna be very nice, man. Yeah. But how many of these would that fat bastard Big John Fisher have to eat before he was satisfied? And this is a serious question. 5 portions? 10 portions? 20, 50? I reckon 30 portions of egg fried rice might just about satisfy him. As long as there was a side order of Kung Pao, prawn balls, Peking duck, 15 chow mains, and 30 Tsingtao beers. He is one greedy, gluttonous pig, man. Now, I've done some research. You know, the longest sausage ever made was almost 40 miles long. It was made by some Romanian company, right? In the 1st of December 2014, they made a sausage that was almost 40 miles long. Yeah. Now, I'm not being funny, man. I mean, for Big John Fisher, what's that? Well, it's a starter, blood. It's a starter. I mean, he could devour, I don't know, man. I reckon at least 5 or 6 of those. You remember, 40 miles of sausage that disgusting pig would eat. And then there's the other thing, right? So he keeps on crying. He was crying. I caught him on another video about, oh, you people abusing me for my weight are disgusting. You kill people. This abuse drives people to suicide and kills them. No. Eating 30 kilos of pork sausages is what kills a man every day for breakfast. As a warm-up, that's what kills a man. You know, that's what you're moaning about being, pulled up for being such a disgusting, gluttonous, fat, greedy pig, right? And you're crying about that, but you're encouraging people to stuff their faces, to ring up the Blue Orchid and order £500 worth of noodles. No, it's you that's causing people to have problems and then bloody die of a cardiac arrest age 50, because you think it's fine to order all that disgusting food. No, I mean, it's not disgusting. I like Chinese food, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't order 40, 50, 60, 100 portions of it. I say, listen, man, give me some crispy chili beef. I'll have some crispy chili beef. I have some chicken chow mein. Maybe I might have a beer, and that's it. That's me done. I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? I might even have some pork with horse chestnuts or whatever. But I'm not going to order 80 to 100 portions of food and stuff it down my disgusting pink, fat, balding head. Yeah. With his, and the look in his eyes, man, the look in his eyes when he's stuffing it in his mouth. It's like, I'm surprised this guy ever made any children, you know, because he ain't interested in women. He ain't interested in anything else except stuffing his huge pink face with food. Yeah, there's nothing good about that. And he's bringing his own family up in it. Like Big Johnny Fisher, his chinny bum of a son, yeah, you know, who's eating a Freddo out of someone's batty hole, and he thinks that's great fun, right? Right? You know, he's also pushing this gluttony. I don't understand it, man. How can you do a world tour and all you're talking about is ordering Chinese food and being a disgusting fat pig with huge breastises? He's got these massive breastises. He's like Melinda Messenger, yeah, except with saggy breastises, saggy, hairy breastises, yeah. I mean, you can see by the color of his skin that he's not healthy. Because the color of his skin is pink, it's swollen. His ankles, like I said, they're like these massive sausages from Romania. These 36-mile sausages from Romania, you know. I mean, imagine the state of his toilet as well. You know? Imagine the state of his toilet. How does his wife put up with that? And when did Big John Fisher last see his Corey? 20 years ago? How old is Johnny Fisher, the chinny bum? He's 26, right? So he might not even have seen it then. But so it's at least 26 years since he's actually seen his own Corey. Now, you think you get up some morning, right, and you'd be like, you know what? I've got to do something about this greed. I've got to do something about my diet, right? You know, imagine how much of his body is actual fat. You know, not just on the outside, the visceral fat. I'd say about 70% of his body is lard. Now, you know, they say like, 70-80% of your body is meant to be water. Well, not with Big John Fisher. It's 70-80% of his body is pure lard. Pink lard. Sweating pink lard. I mean, you know, he's probably got one of them chairs. You know them chairs that old people get, you know, because you can't climb the stairs. So they make these chairs, and it takes them up to, you know, the first floor. Surely in John Fisher's house, right? And it's got to be a big chair. It's got to be able to take some weight. It's got to be like the most expensive chair. And, you know, he can't walk up the stairs with those huge fat pink ankles. So he gets on this chair and it brings him upstairs after eating 40 Chinese dishes. And then he goes on the toilet, which has to be reinforced. There's no way Big John Fisher's toilet is a normal toilet. There is no way that a toilet could stand that man's huge buttocks, his huge pink hairy buttocks sitting on it. It would smash. So he has to have a reinforced toilet, you know. And then what? He goes to bed with his missus, you know. And his missus might want some action, but she ain't getting no action. She ain't getting no action. Why? Because no one knows how to find Big John Fisher's Corey. Why? Because he's so fat and disgusting. You know, so his missus just kind of sits there going, oh, I could really do some Corey. But she ain't getting no Corey. By this time, Big John Fisher is snoring on his bed like a giant, fat, disgusting hog. Snoring loudly, you know. He should be slaughtered, you know, a Spanish festival and put in paella or something. I don't know. But, you know, there is no way on earth that giant pig can get busy with anyone. And like I said, I'm not a hater. Well, of course I'm not a hater. I'm a big fan of John Fisher's. But I'm trying to advise him. Don't eat so much blood. Yeah? Don't eat so much blood. You know what I'm saying? Because and you know, putting up a couple of stupid Twitters or Instagrams with you eating some cucumbers and mackerel does not convince us, because you still weigh 50 stone and you sweat. I mean, this is the kind of guy that, you know, he sweats, right? He's watching TV, yeah, and he breaks into a sweat picking up the TV remote control and changing the channel. And you go, fucking hell, I need another Chinese. Is there any of that crispy chili beef left? Yeah. So, John, just my advice to you is don't eat so much. Don't be so greedy. Don't be so gluttonous. My advice to Johnny Fisher Jr. is give it up, man. You're chinny. Yeah. You eat Fredos out the number 8's batty hole. You know what I mean? You can fight to a degree, but, you know, you're never getting anywhere. You're chinny. You can't take a punch. Like most rugby guys. And I've whacked out a few rugby guys that weighed like 5 or 6 more stone than me. Weirdly, rugby guys all seem to be chinny. Anyway, peace in the Middle East, guys. Speak soon.